Finally, this legend of a compressor has been reborn. Let's take a listen. So this is the brand new AudioScape 260 VU compressor. It is a recreation of the wildly famous and popular DBX 160 VU that has been out of production for a really, really long time, and vintage units are going for an absolute fortune right now. It's kind of bananas, honestly, what the vintage ones are going for. And for a long time, I kind of wondered, why hasn't anyone made a recreation of this? Finally, AudioScape did. So we're gonna take a listen to it on drum, bass, and kick and snare, and bass guitar, and acoustic, and vocals. And we're gonna dig through everything and let you guys hear what it sounds like, because it's pretty special. This one I've had in here sit for about 3 months now, and it has been on my parallel drum bus since the moment I got it. I've done tons of songs with it, like a couple dozen songs with it already, and it has actually beat out my TubeTech LCA2B as my drum bus, my parallel drum bus compressor. That TubeTech has lived on my parallel drum bus for like 12 years. And I think I like this one better, which is pretty bananas. So I'll put a link down below to AudioScape's website and this compressor if you'd like to go check it out, look at prices, look at inventory. Let's take a listen to this compressor. Okay, so I'm gonna start with what my favorite use case for this compressor is, and that is parallel drum bus. I think this is incredible on all drums. It's also incredible on bass and acoustic and vocals. We're gonna get through all of that as well. But parallel drum bus is my use case for this. So I run all of the drums to 2 identical auxes, and then I put this compressor on one of them. So I'm just gonna play this for you, and then I'm gonna insert that into the parallel so you can hear the difference that it makes. And here we go. Take it out. That is by far my favorite use case. So I'm going to mute the parallel, so we're just listening to the compressed, and then I'm gonna play around with some settings so you can hear it. So you can hear how it's real spanky. So I really like it, kind of in this like 1.5 to 2 to 1 range. And then obviously on parallel, I would hit it harder. Yeah, that's awesome. So that's just listening to it on drum bus. That's not on the parallel, just the entire drum bus. But let's try it on kick and snare. So we're gonna put this channel on kick drum, and then let's put this channel on snare drum. Here we go. Now the crazy craziest thing is what you can do to the snare drum with this. Let's turn that snare drum up. It just makes the snare drums so smacky. Like it makes them so, I don't even, splatty and smacky. It's delicious. Let me turn that off of the snare drum here, and then I'll put it back on. That's just the snare drum. Now that's harder than I would actually hit it, but it still sounds cool, I think. Yeah, like that's really dope. Without. With. That's so good. Okay, kick drum. Now I like kick drum with a lot less. Somewhere in there. That sounds incredible to me. Oh, so good. Okay, now I love it on these individual drums. I think it's incredible on snare drum, and I think it's incredible on drum bus, and I think it's incredible on parallel drum bus. Okay, so let's just put this channel on bass guitar and see what it sounds like. So here is the bass guitar without compression. And then if we put the compression on that bass guitar, like it really grabs all of those peaks and smooths everything out. Let's listen to just the bass guitar. So again, without compression. And back in. And you can hear how when you really lay into it, it really like enhances the transient on the front end of those notes. Okay, so let's go for some acoustic guitar. Here's the acoustic guitar on its own. And then if we put the compression on it, here we go. In the context with drums. You can start to hear it pump there. somewhere right about there. Still keeping like the pick strokes in, like it's like enhancing the pick strokes, but it's also just taming everything so that way it's less peaky. That's great. Okay, let's try this on a vocal. So here's the vocal without compression. It was tracked with compression, but here's the vocal without any compression in the mix.
Change your name in my phone to don't answer when she calls.
Then let's put the compressor on it. Here we go.
Change your name in my phone to don't answer when she calls. Stay far from the east side so I don't see your face at all. My friends think I'm over dramatic, but that girl's worse than some bad habit that I just can't put down. And if I see her out, I know myself a little too well to be around her, 'cause I can't help getting just a little too carried away. Happens every time I say just one
so that's
drink.
too much,
We share a couple
but
smokes, we're just catching up. Next thing I know,
somewhere in there
that
sounds great.
one shot of whiskey's trading. Do you miss me? She's leaving with me. Hell, I know myself.
Yeah, awesome. So that's the AudioScape 260 VU. Now my favorite things to use it on is obviously parallel drum bus, which I love and have been doing since the day it showed up. But I also think its strengths are snare drum and bass guitar, and it actually sounded really great on acoustic guitar, I thought, as well. But really any source that you want that really fast, aggressive, grabby, splatty kind of compression, the 160 to this 260 does that thing better than pretty much any other model. And so if I wasn't using it on drum bus, I would likely use it on snare drum and bass guitar, I think. Now these are actually pretty hard to get a hold of, so if you want to buy one of these, make sure you go follow AudioScape on Instagram. I'll put the link to their Instagram down below as well, and they post every Wednesday and Saturday the inventory that they're dropping and going up for sale that evening. Now so much of their stuff sells out in like minutes of the drop. So what you want to do is you want to go to their website and create an account. If you'd like to buy one of these, go to their website, create an account, and put your payment information in so that way you can be on the website logged in and ready when the drop goes live. I think they said that the last drop of these 260 VUs sold out in like 6 minutes or something pretty nuts. I'm so happy that AudioScape recreated this because it's such an iconic vintage compressor, and I'm shocked that no one else has done it yet. So kudos AudioScape for being the first. All right, that's been it. I'll put everything down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell tab next to the subscribe tab, bell button. Turn the bell on so you get notified. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about this compressor. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.